Welcome to Exleys on the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, guys? This is Exleys on the NFL. I'm Tony, and that over there is Steve. It is Christmas Eve, and we are recording in two totally different places to normal. I'm not on my PC, and Steve is not even at home. Stephen has ventured outside. What's it like in the wild, Steve, considering you're not normally a going out into the wild kind of person?
It's a bit strange.
Well, we'll try and keep it quick as we can be, and we actually have, let me get it up on my phone because I've forgotten. I think it is actually now 59 subscribers to the podcast on the Tube of the U. Yes, 59 subscribers. Now, I would love to get 60 by New Year's Day.
That'd be
New
cool.
Year's Day. That'd be cool. Start the new year on a nice round figure, otherwise that's friggin' annoying. But we'll jump in.
Appreciate everyone though.
Yeah, we do. We do appreciate everyone. And maybe if we get to 60, we'll do a giveaway. Maybe, but we'll see. So top stories this week. Chiefs leave Arrowhead. They're actually moving into Missouri, into the Missouri border now, aren't they? Yeah. I did see a thing about this. Someone sent me. I think I sent it to you, Steve. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I read up a little bit on it. They're moving across the board from Missouri into KC.
Yeah.
Because they had some issues with planning and stuff or grants for the stadium renovation they wanted to do, but the KC council or whatever you want to call them offered them more than what they were asking for to move into KC.
So this thing I got sent last night from one of the guys on the football team is 6 key points from this. So the Chiefs will receive 1.8 billion in public funding for a $3 billion stadium in Kansas.
Yeah.
The Chiefs' new stadium will have about 65,000 seats. That's 10,000 fewer than Arrowhead, likely leading to more luxury suites and premium clubs. The state will own the stadium and then will rent it back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs will be required to pay $7 million in rent during the first year, with rent payments escalating annually by greater than 2%. Number 4, the Chiefs must occupy the new stadium for 30 years. Once the initial term is completed, the Chiefs will have 6 5-year options to renew their lease. If the Chiefs exercise a renewal option, the potential occupancy term is 60 years. And then the Chiefs will retain 100% of revenue from stadiums, operation, ticket concessions, parking, suite sales, naming rights and sponsorship, personnel, seating, licenses, but the state has the right to refuse some of those sponsorships, like tobacco, alcohol, and stuff like that. And then the last point is the state will receive 1 complimentary suite within the stadium. If that suite becomes unavailable due to circumstances beyond the Chiefs' control, like the World Cup or Super Bowl, the team must provide the state with a comparable suite. The state will cover all food and beverage expenses inside this suite. To me, kind of sounds like Kansas has got away with a nice little sweet little deal there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the Chiefs have got themselves a sweet little deal that the state is going to pay a big chunk of that.
2/3 of your new stadium.
Yeah, they're renting it back to the Chiefs for potentially 60 years. But if you think about it, they will make their 1.8 billion back. But then the Chiefs get to keep all the revenue, tickets, food, and stuff like that.
That's how
crazy.
they're going to make their money back in the rent, but the Chiefs are going to make probably more from all the merchandise and food and concessions and everything else.
What's a jersey's like $100? A ticket is a couple of $100.
Kids' jersey's $100.
Yeah, and then food. I've seen loads of people reviewing food. You're looking at like $30 or $40 for a hot dog and a couple of beers. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck
and that's
that.
before you've even got your seats or anything like that. So, and you think if they're doing more than luxury suites and stuff, they're a few grand a pop.
Yeah. What was
So
the
they're
Super
going
Bowl
to make
last?
their money back.
The Super Bowl was like 10 grand.
Yeah, I think the cheapest ticket you could actually get for the Super Bowl was supposed to be like 3 grand. And that was like the nosebleeds.
That's 2 months' wages for me.
Yeah, it's insane.
Mind blown, man. We will never go to the Super Bowl, or
Nah.
I'd be surprised if we could actually get to a game at any point.
Same. Same. I mean, we got to be able to afford, let alone tickets. We got to be able to afford to get across to America, and that's getting more expensive as it is. So
I know, right? So moving on, you got this one, Steve?
yeah, the Eagles repeat for the first time in over 20. I think it was 21 years. Someone worked out as back-to-back NFC East champions. First team since the Eagles in 2001 to 4.
I want to say I think the Eagles are going to win, but I don't know. They're going to get far. If they don't make it all the way to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl, they're going to go far.
I think it depends who they have to face in the playoffs.
Yeah. You
Because
got
the Rams and the Seahawks are looking really good this year.
yeah. For the Packers, the Lions are just chomping at our heels just to
Yeah.
get that 7 seed, the wild card or whatever. I'll be surprised if we make the playoffs this year. I'll be very surprised.
I mean, I kind of hope you do, and that we have to face you again.
If you do, I don't think we'll win that one. We've got so many players out at the moment, but we'll get to that in the injuries. So DK Metcalf is suspended with a massive fallout. The NFL is suspending Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf for 2 games without pay for physically confronting a Lions fan during Sunday's win in Detroit. Metcalf claims that he had previous incident with the same fan last season while playing for Seattle. The fan Ryan Kennedy denies using racial, misogynistic or hate-based language. If upheld, the suspension could void the rest of DK's salary this season. It would also wipe out $45 million in future guarantees, $25 million fully guaranteed 2026, $20 million injury guaranteed in 2027, and it has been upheld.
Yeah, I got a notification earlier that it's been upheld.
Yeah, so did I. That he is suspended for 2 games and he has forfeited the 45 million.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's insane.
I don't want to say like it's right what he done, but
It's not. But at the same
same
time,
time, he is a person.
yeah, I think what he will lose is the wrong thing. Fine him, suspend him, fair enough, but don't
Yeah,
void future guarantees for it.
yeah. The guy, he's just a human being at the end. If someone was
Yeah,
saying like stuff continuously to me, I would lose it. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
you
not fair.
do. And if it's someone who's had dealings with in Seattle, how's the guy even there? Because I read up about it a little bit. He had dealings with him in Seattle, and he reported him to stadium security there. So how was he able to get so close to
That's
their
what I mean.
sideline?
Let's see if I can make my lighting just a smidgen better. There we go. Yeah, my lighting was looking bad. It was looking like our first podcast ever then, wasn't it?
It was.
I got so much like Christmas stuff behind me. I've put on the green screen just to try and hide things so it doesn't look so cluttered and terrible because obviously we're not in our usual settings. But yeah, I do agree. I don't think he should have been able to get that close to be able to insult him or whatever. I don't think DK was wrong. But at the same time, I don't think he was right. I do believe, like you said, that he shouldn't have lost his guarantees. Suspend him for the 2 regular season games. Fine
Loses
him.
money for the 2 games, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever. But the future money shouldn't be touched. It's supposed to be guaranteed.
yeah, it's 45
If
million.
he'd
That's
have
a
done
big
something
chunk.
to have been like ejected or something like that, different story. But
Mm.
I've seen different angles of it. He didn't actually punch the dude or anything.
No, I don't think he did.
He
I
like
think he.
pulled some wig that he had on or something. I think if he'd have done something like knocked the guy out or something, yes, it would have
Mm.
been a whole different story. But he hasn't physically hurt the guy or anything, and the guy's seen laughing afterwards. I think the future money shouldn't have been touched for it.
The guy's just on a wind up, isn't he?
Yeah, if
If
he's
you're
would have been,
laughing,
if he's
if
would
you're
have
laughing
before,
afterwards, you're just being a wind up. Pardon me.
yeah,
I think it is what it is, and like we always say, we have absolutely zero impact on anything the NFL does, and the NFL doesn't even know we exist.
yeah.
Oh dear.
But Chargers linebacker Perryman has been suspended for 2 games without pay for repeated violations of player safety rules, including in the game last Sunday against the Cowboys.
I
Now,
didn't see this one.
I couldn't find out exactly what he did. I've been digging around all week. All I could see was that he's being suspended for repeated violations of
Right.
player safety, like dirty hits, and apparently there's been some where he's like tried to grab him by the face mask to pull him down, and some where he's tried to chop him at the knees and stuff like that.
Chopping at the knees, that's a bad one, man. Jeez.
Yeah, so it's to do with that. But this, I put it right under the DK one because I don't understand how they can both be the same suspension, but DK's got worse by losing guaranteed future money, but Denzel Perryman hasn't, and yet he's physically trying to hurt people.
I don't know whether it's because it's a fan DK struck and not
It
a
must
player,
be.
but
It must be.
it shouldn't be. We've said this all along, though. The rules should be the same all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Perryman should have avoided some future money.
Mhm.
That Because at the end of the day, they get suspended and they come back and do the same sort of shit again.
Yeah, I don't think DK is going to come back and smack a fan again, is he? After
No.
losing 45 mil, that's a big chunk of money. A big chunk of money that he's going to
Yeah,
lose.
so I think it's weird how their fine system has been structured.
Mhm.
And I think there needs to be a harsher suspension, I think, for this kind of thing. If you're repeatedly breaking the rules to injure players, there should be bigger penalties.
Yeah, that is what it is. I agree. I think they should have a more structured way of dealing with things, and DK and him should be on the same level. If DK loses 45 mil,
Yeah.
he should lose his guaranteed money. If this guy over here doesn't lose his money, then this guy over here shouldn't lose his money as well. Do you know what I mean? Fair's fair.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's what I'm
it
saying.
is.
Like, if it's for one of them, it shouldn't be different for the other one.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Next, I did put this as yours because it is an Eagles.
Yeah, yeah, the Eagles Commanders game, big brawl broke out between, I want to say, a lot of the players. A lot of the Eagles players got pulled back off of it, but a lot of the Commanders just went straight in.
I did see the brawls all over TikTok.
Yeah, it was. There's no suspensions. They're gonna review it for fines. There's gonna be fines. I don't know what the fines are gonna be,
There's gonna be a lot of fines, I think.
but there was 3 players ejected from the game. 1 Eagle and 2 Commanders all got ejected from the game after the fight.
I don't remember whether I watched it. What day is it? It's Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday now. I don't remember if I watched it. I can't remember what games I have watched. I watched a lot of Red Zone and then caught up on all the other games later on as I went through the week. But I probably did watch the Eagles game. It's good
Yeah, I
that
mean,
so far no one's been suspended. I mean, it could change,
it
as it
could,
always does. But
and it will kind of hurt us, I think, because one of them's an offensive lineman, and we've already been kind of through the ringer for that.
Yeah.
But there's rumours Lane Johnson could be back this week, so
Oh, that's good.
we might survive it if he did get suspended. But it's never good when they're being suspended. I always said about DK and that. You know, you don't want to see it happen, but if they've done something dumb enough, then go for it.
Yeah.
And if they come back and said he's being suspended, then it's his own fault for getting in the middle of that.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, Titans news. Cam Ward wants to say in the new Titans head coach hire, saying, "I want to meet them all." That's a franchise QB trying to shape the future, maybe. I don't think he should get that much of a say in it. He's a rookie QB. It'll be his second season in the league, and do you know what I mean?
The only thing he should get is told who is being interviewed.
Yeah,
He shouldn't have a say in who it is and who they go with and all that. But I think he should be allowed to know maybe who it is, because potentially he's going to have to work with one of them.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have a say in it.
No, he shouldn't. At the end of the day, that's not his job. The head coach is to tell him what he's supposed to be doing. He shouldn't be saying, "You work for me," or I helped you get your job. Shouldn't be able to say anything like that.
That's what it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It was me that got you this job. Actually, mate,
Yeah.
it's my all my accolades and stuff that got me this job. You had nothing to do with it.
And that's the end. That's the end of it. The franchise will go with who they want to go with. He shouldn't be involved in the process at all.
No. You got the next
This
one.
one's more bad news, unfortunately. It's that time of the season, though, isn't it? Everyone saw this one coming, but Mike Evans has accepted that his streak of 1,000 yards every year is over.
That's crazy.
He's just focused on trying to help them get to the playoffs. But I think, what was it, 11 years now?
Yeah.
1,000 yards, tied with Jerry Rice.
That's crazy. He could have broken that record, but it is what it is, and I think it takes a big man to a big man just to say whatever.
You can't. If it had been like he done something dumb, got suspended for multiple games, then yes, 100% your fault. It's an injury. You can't stop that.
No,
but I think being tied with Jerry Rice is still something to be proud of.
That's big enough on his own, isn't it?
It's Jerry Bloody Rice. He's one of the league's best that have ever done it.
So Seahawks linebacker Derick Hall suspended, 1 game suspension for unnecessary roughness and unsportsmanlike conduct after stepping Rams guard Kevin Dotson during Thursday night's game. Why?
Yeah, It's. I saw the clips because there was a lot of Rams fans claiming it was an accident, and I thought, well, if it's an
Is it?
accident, then he shouldn't be suspended, all right? But I've since seen clips of it's not an accident.
No. You know, like stepping on their foot or something like that's an accident, but not stepping on them entirely is not an accident. That's like fucking have that, you dick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some people just play dirty. I've sort of
yeah,
realised. The more we look at this, the more you see there is so many dirty players out there, and it just ruins it for everyone else.
yeah.
If you have an accident, everyone else is like, that wasn't an accident. Especially if you got players that are being shit
The
like that.
one good thing I will say about the people who play dirt is it never lasts long.
No, they're taken out pretty quickly, aren't they?
Yeah, but this one, Puka Nacua has been fined
Yeah, I've seen
25
this.
grand for making comments about officiating, where he compared referees to lawyers and said they make calls to be on TV.
It's fucking
I
ridiculous.
don't
Isn't it?
agree with the fine.
No.
At the end of the
Um,
day,
there's been shit play calling for the last
all season.
fucking not just this season, last season, the season before, and I
Yeah,
think
it's been quite a while.
the new training scheme they're bringing in for the coaches is going to help that.
Yeah.
But mate,
But this season in particular has been bad. There's been things that they've completely missed because they're focusing on calling things like, and I get it, calling things like the false start on things like the touch push and stuff. And I get focusing on that, but then they're just completely oblivious to so many other things.
yeah,
Like how many times have you seen like defensive pass holding or offensive pass interference and so many other teams that have false started and it's just been obvious. You don't even need to see like a slow mo or anything, and you can see it. But then they'll pick up on celebrations.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you even concentrating on?
There is too much of concentrating on the false starts and stuff, and not enough on the actual things that matter to a game, like the holding and stuff. You look at Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, and Myles Garrett. How many times in a game do they get held and
Yeah.
it gets missed?
And you'll see it on a replay, and it's not just being held, they're like thrown to a floor.
Yeah, 3-man,
And
fucking
they're
useless.
already off on the next play, but
Yeah.
they get nothing. It's like, what is going on?
Anyway, so Rams fire special team coordinator Chase Blackburn. Special teams contribute to 3 of the team's 4 losses, including Thursday night in Seattle. It does seem that the Rams don't have a very good special teams, and maybe this can help them for next season.
I'm not sure if it's they don't have a good special teams. They have a very sloppy special teams.
Yeah, they're just lucky.
It's like every player's trying to get some individual stat or something. Like they're just
Mhm.
focusing on trying to do, I want this tackle, I want this on my books,
It-
instead of looking at what's coming around behind or what's
They're just
happening
lucky they've
behind
got
that
Matt
player.
Stafford, that is a play calling, game changing
Yeah.
machine that he is.
Yeah, without their offense and their defense, they
Mhm.
would have been screwed seven ways to Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. So, last top story for you.
I think I put this one in because this is ridiculous. So Taysom Hill is officially listed as a QB on the Saints website, but has 1,000 passing yards. He officially has rushing, passing, receiving, and special team stats. 1,000 passing, rushing, and receiving yards.
Fucking hell.
Like you see rushing and receiving, like Christian McCaffrey had the 1,000 season and that, but 1,000 of all 3.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Like he's not had the best individual season at any particular spot, but he has been described by the Saints media as the human Swiss Army knife
Yeah,
because
that
he's their
is.
third string QB. He's a tight end, does running back, he's played special teams.
They in the Packers game, Jordan Love got taken out for concussion.
Yeah.
Malik Willis has got an injured shoulder, and we didn't have a third string, so they were talking about putting either Josh Jacobs in as QB, who's our running back, or I think Romeo Doubs as our QB. Yeah, fucking running back and wide receiver, man.
When you go back to, was it last year? The year before? I think it was the year before last when we were against the 49ers in the championship round. We took out all their QBs and they were down. They actually put CMC in as QB for a snap or 2.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because Brock Purdy was down, their backup was down. Well, at that point, Brock Purdy, I think, was still the backup. their QB1 was already out for the season. Purdy went down. Their third QB went down, so they put CM in for I think 1 or 2 snaps, and then brought Brock Purdy back out.
It's crazy. Isn't it?
So you need somebody, but I mean he officially amassed 1,000 receiving, rushing, and passing yards.
That is a crazy thing to think, really, that a QB has got technically 3,000 yards with rushing, receiving, and throwing.
But how many players can you say have all three?
I don't
At
think
any
I've heard
point
of that
in their
before.
career.
I don't think I've heard that before. There
Like,
should
that's
be an
just-
award just for him.
Yeah, and I think he's only on his like 8th year.
Mental.
So even if he never played another snap, he's got a solo achievement nobody else has.
That's bonkers. Right, hang on. Do you want to go into contract signings, extensions, and releases? I will take injuries, but one of the injuries is missing, and I know it's missing.
So Jaguars, the only real one, Jaguars extended Jakobi Meyers just 6 weeks after trading for him. The Jags finalising a 3-year, $60 million extension with $40 million guaranteed, keeping him
That's
there through
crazy.
28.
That's absolutely crazy.
Just 6 weeks after you trade for him, you've got to know how well he can play.
Yeah, for that sort of money after 6 weeks of having him, and the Jags have done really well this season.
Yeah, you can't knock what they've done. They are one of the top AFC teams, and I think they've really turned around from how their last season went as well.
Yeah, hopefully this is the tipping point they need to tip them over the edge. We'll see. Good luck to them, is all I can say.
Yeah.
Jaguars and Panthers. So, on to injuries. Jordan Love, concussion protocol, and Malik Willis has a shoulder injury. Jordan Love is still they're unsure whether he'll come back. This is his first concussion ever, so he could come back quite quickly. Malik Willis is still questionable to play on Sunday. We have brought someone else in, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head. And the other injury, I cannot remember who it was. It's not on either one of my note sheets or anything. Fracture fibula and dislocated ankle. We had this conversation. Who was it?
I can't remember. I remember us talking about it because we were speaking about it. It was either today or yesterday we were speaking about it.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And I said, just fractured ankles, disgusting.
Quinshon Judkins,
Ah, yes.
Browns running back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, rookie running back. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Their
that's
star running back who's really helped them. I mean, they haven't won anything good this season, but they're looking better for the future.
Yeah, and he has put in some yardage this season in his first season for a running back. And then Justin Jefferson, the Jets are fuck's sake. Justin Fields. The Jets are placing Justin Fields on IR with a season-ending knee injury, and JJ McCarthy with a fractured right hand will not play on against the brain's gone blank.
Cowboys? No, that's not Cowboys. Are they playing?
It could
Are
be.
they playing the Cowboys?
It could
It's
well
tomorrow,
be.
isn't it? Christmas Day.
Yeah, I think they are playing the Cowboys.
So when it goes out, it won't be tomorrow, but it's Christmas Day game.
Minnesota Vikings. Who are they playing? Tomorrow, the Lions.
Lions. Yeah, that's right, because divisional games. I remember
Yeah.
us having that conversation. Because
Yes.
the Cowboys have got the Commanders.
Yes, they have. And then, so we got Cowboys and Commanders and Lions, Vikings, Christmas Day. I don't know which one I'm going to watch. I probably maybe could watch both of them. But anyway, I digress. And then we are on to, Rumour Mill. Game of the week. I put Bears and Packers because I think the Bears totally deserve to win that. The Packers
They played well.
Yeah, and the Packers have just fallen apart since we lost Micah. Tucker Kraft slowly just taking a nosedive for the season. And then Jordan Love getting taken out. I mean, I didn't watch the game. I watched the replay of it the next day because it was on so late. And obviously, having kids and having work, I'm not the sort of person that can cope with little to no sleep. I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was 22 to the Packers, 3 to the Bears. And I was like, oh, mate, we have got this in the bag. And I went back to sleep and I woke up in the morning. I was like, what the fuck has happened? And it was all the notifications on my phone. I was like, you are fucking taking the piss. But the Bears totally deserve to win that. I still stand by what I say every time. Fuck the Bears. I think Caleb and Ben Johnson and everyone else on that team has just turned it round.
They've done a good job.
They've done a good job. We've lost Malik Willis to a shoulder injury. We've lost Jordan Love to a concussion. Fucking
Micah's
Micah
out.
Parsons,
Tucker Craft's out.
Tucker Craft, fucking everybody.
Most of your stars are down at the moment.
Yeah,
Some
most of our
injury or
starters are
other.
down, and we're just bringing in that is what I've been seeing on X and on Facebook and everything. The Bears might have won, but they actually only beat our practice squad. But they still won, and they're still won. They've still got the 1 seed in the NFC North, so
Yeah.
they are still NFC North champions for the first time in I don't know how long.
I think they've done a brilliant job this season.
Yes,
You
yeah.
can't knock where they are, what they've done. I mean, you look at the Chiefs last season. Everybody was praising them, and they were winning close games. And a win's a win.
Yeah, a win is a win.
You know, they're 11-4 on the season.
They were like 4-11 last season, with Caleb getting sacked 25 times in one game.
Yeah, so they've done a fantastic job to turn their season around.
I don't know how they've turned him into some unsackable person.
Well, we said it last year.
Everybody.
We said it last year, though. They needed to upgrade their O-line, and it looks like they have.
Yeah, and he is like he looks like he's floating. Caleb Williams, the way he moves around in the pocket, and Micah Parsons missed him twice on a sack.
The difference is if you've got people who can block the majority of the defenders, you've only got 1 or 2 to worry about. But when you've got no O-line protection and you've got every defender to worry about coming at you, you can't avoid them all.
No.
But when you've only got, say, Micah Parsons to worry about, you can do something to try and evade it, or whoever gets through. But if they blitz, you can kind of see, right, he's the one coming through. I'm gonna have to worry about him. Yeah. But if nobody's protecting, that whole blitz is coming through. You ain't escaping nothing.
Excuse me. But yeah, so that was my game of the week, Bears and Packers, and I reckon you should definitely watch the Commanders-Eagles game, even just for the fight. I think that was pretty good, to be fair.
Well, also, so if you look at the Eagles-Commanders score, 29-18, it was actually 7 points left, but we put our backup squad in for defence, so they got another score on our backups.
Eagles always do that. Eagles always do that.
Well, at the end of the day, what's the point of driving the score up? Take your starters out, stop risking them getting injured.
Yeah, you're going to need them for the playoffs. But anyway.
But I think the Rams-Seahawks game is a good game you should watch.
I might have to go back and watch it. I'm pretty sure I did watch it. At one point I was watching one on my tablet, one on the TV, and one on my phone. So.
But it ended at 37-38.
No, that's a good fun game. Yeah, definitely watch that.
Yeah, it was a very close game. I think Puka Nacua had over 200 receiving yards. You know,
yeah,
it was one of those ridiculous.
He got that fine this week, and he was in trouble. And then he put up those stats. But didn't he have like 2
it was like
touchdowns?
I think it was like someone up there done like I think it was 260 yards or something stupid.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was definitely a game worth watching. And the other one I saw was where was it? Just looking up on my phone. 49ers and Colts Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that was a good game. I did watch that.
Yeah, that was one people should definitely check out. Old Man Rivers in. The score didn't go the Colts' way, but I think for being an ex-retired player and what have you, I think he's done a
He is doing well. He is doing well.
I honestly didn't expect him to be able to put up a fight, basically.
It makes me feel not so bad about playing flag now. So we're going straight into the rumour mill. I've moved my screen. Reports say the Dolphins offered 4 first-round picks to the Bengals for Joe Burrow before the 2020 NFL draft. Can you imagine where the Dolphins would be now if they
had Burrow?
If the Bengals had let them take Burrow instead of...
Yeah, that is just something that's insane to think about.
And then, what about the Chiefs taking Joe Flacco for the QB1 in week 1? Do you reckon the Chiefs will take that?
I mean, they've already lost Mahomes, they've already lost Minshew.
Mm-hmm.
Their third isn't doing very well. Can you really get any worse?
I don't think so.
Keep Joe Flacco on the field, everybody loves it. Watch him throw some balls for a few weeks.
Or call up
1 or
Cam
2
Newton.
good games.
Call up Cam Newton and get Cam Newton in.
Fuck Cam Newton. His old ass can't run anymore and he thinks he still can.
But that is it from me. Have you got anything else?
No.
No? We will see you just before New Year. Yeah? Day before New Year's Eve. Well, I think our video will come out on New Year's Eve. And then we will be... bless me, getting ready for the Super Bowl and the playoffs and everything like that. But have a brilliant Christmas, and that's it from Exleys on the NFL. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL and on TikTok, Tony Exley 12, on X, Tony Exley 12. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and help us get us to 60 subscribers before
the new year.
Before the new year. Peace.
That's all from us. See you next week on Exleys on the NFL, and thanks for watching.
1, 2,